Will exercise on its own stimulate mitophagy? So will they help clear out will that help clear out old mitochondria?
Super question. And yes, it does. If we think about exercise, what it's doing is causing turnover. It's causing renewal in our body. And if we think of that cycle of renewal, there's a removal of the bad and the addition of the good. And that cycle is really what exercise does. We are putting a stimulus on our body, and it's going to go through that adaptation, that renewal, to improve our physiology. And on the mitophagy bit, you're absolutely right. We can think of the mitochondria in three phases: mitochondrial biogenesis, or the creation of new mitochondria. When we have a mitochondria, we can make it more efficient. It goes through processes called fission and fusion, where we actually have a network of mitochondria within our cell. They're not just a little jelly bean. They work together to become more efficient. And then the last bit is mitophagy, which, like anything in our body, when it's the selective removal of dysfunctional mitochondria. And that's really a key part in recovery and aging, because that's where, when we have an accumulation of dysfunctional mitochondria, we talked about how bad mitochondria have so many negative effects on our health and performance. That's where it originates. So it's kind of like thinking about your house. If we have a super cluttered house, there's only so much we can do to improve it. At one point, we've got to take out the garbage.
Yeah, exactly. So we need all of those things, right? Interesting. So then when we're looking at mitophagy and clearing out old dysfunctional mitochondria, you've done some really interesting research looking at both untrained individuals, right? But also fit individuals, athletes, and then looking at what happens when you give them urolithin A. One of the studies you mentioned was a study of soccer players where you were looking at vertical jump, which is like a measure of power, right? So that's actually showing us in real time how the mitochondria are working. What happened there?
Yeah, and it's really a testament to the whole R&D team at Timeline, who've been really taking 20 years to do the highest level of research on mitopure urolithin A. And this particular study in soccer was led by an independent investigator named Professor Mitch Naughton down in Australia. And these were really high-level academy soccer players that they had coming in for a preseason training camp. So 6 weeks of super intense training, gearing up for the season. And in this study, they had the athletes consume either 1 gram of Mitopure or a placebo. And it was kind of their post-training shake that they added this powder to. And what they saw after the 6 weeks is vertical jump improved significantly in the Mitopure group compared to the placebo. It was 3.2 centimeters, if I remember, but a notable amount. For reference, that's like the difference between winning the NBA Combine and finishing outside the top 50. If I remember this year's data correct, but it's a major improvement in vertical jump, which is a great measure of muscle power, right? Because we're not just generating force, but we're generating force quickly. And there was a really cool finding from Mitch's work.
Yeah, that's really interesting. There was another one that you and I were talking about offline, which was a study in weightlifters. And I do want to say, actually, because most of your studies are in women, we're always hearing about how there's not enough research in women, but you include women in your research. What happened with the weightlifters?
Yeah, and it is something we're very proud of, where we actually just kicked off a new study this week, but so I'll get the recruitment numbers. But we do see about 2/3 of participants in our studies overall are women. So it is definitely something that's very important, right? We're trying to find things that are most effective for the entire population. And this weightlifter study actually, again, was a clinical trial done independent of Timeline. We had no idea this study was happening. It was just published one day. I said, I didn't realize they basically bought the product and did the study. It was one of the top sports science institutes in China that did this study. And what they did is take some really well-trained weightlifters. So these are people who had been weightlifting, had proven training records for over 2 years. They could lift, squat more than 2 times their body weight, just really representative of a well-trained group. And this was an 8-week study where similarly they randomized people to a placebo or a Mitopure group. The Mitopure group took 1 gram per day. And after this training intervention, we saw that, yes, muscle strength improved in the in the Mitopure group, and also a test called repetitions to fatigue. So that was one where people are lifting a submaximal weight, like 70% of their maximum lift, and seeing how many repetitions they can do. And in both cases, that knee extension strength and the reps to fatigue significantly improved in the Mitopure group compared to placebo. That was a really cool study to see. And like I said, unbeknownst to any of us that it was even happening. And then it was there.
That's so cool. I definitely noticed since taking it myself, I'm definitely stronger on my lifts, but I would say I feel like I recover faster. Like I've got a lot of volume now in my week. Is that something you've observed, that people will recover quicker?
It's funny you say that, because anecdotally, that's personally also what I've noticed since starting Mitopure. And it is actually something that was looked at, kind of briefly in another performance study was done in collaboration with Dr. Louise Burke, who I know we were talking offline. Louise is Mount Rushmore, of great sports physiology, nutrition researchers based down in Australia. She really, I would highly recommend her work to anyone looking at performance nutrition. Simply one of the best. But this was a collaboration that our group had with Professor Britt Burke. And in this case, they had really elite runners. So these were people who, they're not just doing a marathon. These are people kind of going for the Olympics. And it was leading into the second to last Olympic cycle that they had this training camp. And what these individuals did is they came to the camp. It was a 4-week intervention where they were randomized to Mitopure or placebo. And before and after the intervention, the participants did a time trial. And this was a 5-kilometer time trial. And what they saw is that in the after the 1 month of supplementation, rate of perceived exertion and a marker called creatine kinase, which is representative of muscle damage, were significantly lower in the group taking Mitopure. So this is, I would, just transparently say, this is, scratching the surface, but it's certainly given the indication that, there might be a benefit to recovery here, and something that we would love to explore more in future studies. But we see less markers of muscle damage, and that the athletes taking Mitopure actually felt they didn't have to work as hard to accomplish the same performance. So that was a really intriguing finding.
I think it's really intriguing and just really relevant, actually, for women like myself who are listening to this, who, are in that perimenopause bracket where recovery often starts to feel like it's taking longer. Inflammation is higher. You get more aches and pains. And actually, it can be a really frustrating time because you can feel more injury prone, for example. And I think that, I'm super grateful that I can train as often as I do and just really enjoy it, and then have all of the benefits from energy. I always like to test stuff. So I then took a break deliberately, because I think it's really interesting, isn't it? If you're taking something, I'm a big believer as well about being intuitive with it and going, okay, what actually do I feel good on this? I remember speaking with Dr. Will B. We were talking about probiotics, and I was like, how do you know, Dr. B? How do we know if we've got a good probiotic? And he was like, do you know what? It's almost as simple as, are you feeling better on the probiotic? Because if you're not, it's probably not the right one for you, and you might as well not spend money on it after 30 days. And so I did this sort of experiment where I stopped taking a Timeline for a little bit to see, and I noticed after a few weeks a dip in my energy. And then since I've gone back on it, and I just feel like the energy again, it just takes me to that higher level that I want to operate at, because it's the level at that life is just more. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I can do everything and have fun with my kids. And
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that's the reason we're doing all this, right? It's our life. We want to live it healthily, fully. That quality of life is what we're after. And it's funny you mentioned that, because I'm really lucky. I get to go to a lot of conferences through the year and speak and meet people who are using the products. And that is probably the most common piece of feedback I get for people is that we say, I stopped it for a little bit, and that's when I noticed the difference. Because when Mitopure it's the only clinically validated supplement that hits that mitophagy. It's the only thing we know outside of exercise and fasting that hit that mitochondria specific autophagy. So with that, when you don't feel it immediately when you are really targeting things at the cellular level, right? Rome wasn't built in a day, and this isn't a stimulant like caffeine. So what we see in the clinical studies is that it's after 1 month that we see the improved mitochondrial health in the muscle biopsy samples. And these performance benefits are after 2 and 4 months of taking the product. So it takes time to actually renew and improve this cellular health to ultimately have these functional benefits. And that's funny enough when people do say is like, I wasn't really feeling it the first, 3 months in, but I stopped it and I felt it and I got back on it immediately. So it's interesting to hear that you mentioned that. And I agree, take one out. It's a way to find what's working or what's causing problems in our diet.
100%. I think, because you want to know, right, that what you're taking is working for you. And obviously you have all the clinical research to back that up. So I think the science is super important. But the end, yeah, just seeing how you feel. What was interesting to me, though, is that when I took a break from it, so as you say, the first time you take it, and this is going back at least 18 months, I think, for me, maybe longer, you don't immediately notice it, right? Kind of like gradually you might see that energy improve. And you were saying it takes at least a month up to 4 months. But then when I took a break from it and I noticed the difference in energy, when I got back on it, I'm curious to see if this holds true,
Yeah.
because this is what I felt like. We always have to discount any kind of placebo. Is for me, the energy benefits came back quicker,
Ah,
almost like I'd built some level. I didn't have to wait
yeah.
1 to 4 months again. They came back after a few weeks.
Okay. Fascinating. I'm curious. So like, how long was the break that you took?
It was around 6
6
weeks that I
weeks.
stopped it
Okay.
for, yeah, and
Oh,
it took a bit of time to notice it, because I think I was probably it's a bit like riding the wave, isn't it?
yeah.
I probably had, some results from it that I was, like, maintaining, and then my energy dropped, and then, yeah, within a few weeks, I was back, and I really like it. I also know I know when I've got good stuff because my husband starts stealing it. And he's always nicking the Mitopure.
Yes,
So,
that's
yeah.
you're right. It's not immediate, and you know what? You've given an idea for a great study. So I'll see what we can do, and maybe we'll actually put some clinical data behind this because I share your hypothesis and your experience of what
It'd be good to know,
it'd be
right?
great. It'd be
Yeah.
fascinating.